Do you have too much fabric in your stash? Yeah, me too, But that's okay, never fear. I'm gonna use it this year. Oh, that rhymed. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Anyway. Hi friends, welcome back to Karla Created, or welcome if you are new. My name's Karla and I share videos all about my sewing adventures. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing my sewing plans and crochet plans, because I do have a new crochet item planned for hopefully what will be in the next couple of months, if not now until the end of the year. I would really like to be productive this year with sewing because I kind of fell off the bandwagon a little bit last year. I had a lot going on, but this is my year and I'm finally going to get through these fabrics that are in my stash using the patterns that I already own as well. So let's get into the first item that I'm going to make. Now, I'm going to make this pattern here. I actually bought this brand new last year, which is very rare for me to buy new patterns and new fabric. And I am finally going to make it. I'm going to commit to get it done. And this is a gorgeous simplicity pattern. It is S9746. I've not made it before. It has the option for one shoulder or two shoulder with this cute little tie, which I think is just adorable. And I also love a good comfy waist. And you can see that it's got an elasticized waist with some ruffled tiers. I actually bought this beautiful rust colored polka dot rayon fabric, and I didn't intend to make this dress out of this fabric, but I think I want to, and I think I'm going to do it in a slightly shorter length so it sort of sits just above my knee, because I reckon that would be so cute as a lovely autumn or even springtime dress. And the ruffles with the rayon, I think it would just be absolutely lovely to wear. I'm not sure whether I'll do the single shoulder or the double shoulder. I might just decide on the day when I start cutting out the pattern. I don't know. What do you think? I kind of like the single shoulder. I don't have a lot of dresses with that sort of one shoulder. I have one, I think, and I never wear it. Maybe I should do double shoulder. Anyway, I think that's going to look so cute, and it's probably going to be quite straightforward to make. It says it's easy to sew. I'm guessing this is a beginner-friendly pattern. Not that I'm a big beginner, but, you know, I like things to be quite straightforward so that I can knock them out relatively quickly. If it takes too long, then I tend to just beat myself up. Okay, we may as well stick with the theme here and go through the new fabrics and new patterns that I bought last year that I didn't make last year because I ran out of time, but I'm going to commit to making this year. And you've probably seen me share this one before in the same video when I talked about the new fabric that I bought. I'll link it here if you want to go take a look. This dress here, it's long sleeve. It does have a wrap to it. I love that it has ruffled and it's like this really sort of cute like differentiated seam. It's not just a straight seam at the bottom. So I'm really loving that design, and I think it would be a good dress to pair with tights and boots when it gets cooler because it's long sleeve. This pattern is the Simplicity S9639. I have chosen to use this, and I don't know why it's inside out. Oh, because I washed it, pre-washed. I'm going to use this fabric, which is once again a rayon. I love rayon because it has a little bit of a give. It's just super breezy and lightweight and has a lovely drape and very comfortable to wear. So I'm going to make this in this beautiful rayon fabric, and I absolutely love these colors in this. I was a little bit concerned it was going to wash me out a little bit, but I think with the style of this dress, I know it's hard to see because the one in the picture here in the envelope is quite dark, but I think with the ruffles, with the print, with the waist, it does look like elastic in the waist, or it might just be cinching in from that tie. I think it's actually going to look quite sort of broken up and really cool in this fabric. But I guess time will tell. That is the second dress that I'm going to make. I bought an exceptional amount of this. I don't know why. I think I followed the recommendations on the back. I must have, or I have just bought far too much. We'll soon see. It just feels like a lot of fabric. Anyway, so now on to another, I don't have a pattern for this. This fabric here, it is a beautiful, I actually have no idea what fabric, this type of fabric this is. Oh, it's a viscose. Oh, no wonder I like it so much. This beautiful green floral viscose fabric. This is actually a dress that I thrifted. It already has this really cute ruffle, which I'm thinking I'm going to just reuse and repurpose, but the rest of it I will cut apart and make into a particular type of dress that I have in mind. It's hard to explain. I'll put some pictures of what I'm thinking here on the screen, but I'd really love an everyday sort of just throw it on type casual t-shirt style dress that isn't too long, so then it's like super cash and that has ruffles. I have a beautiful orange rayon dress that is sort of like half what I have in mind, except it has the Ogden cami by True Bias as the top part of the dress. And I refashioned that from a thrifted dress quite a while ago now, but it is one of my favorite items of clothing in my wardrobe, and I wear it quite a lot. But I'd love one that has more of that t-shirt top with sleeves and maybe like a higher neckline. This does have a button down on the front, but I'm not that fond of it. But we'll see. It's a refashion project, so I'm going to have to work with the fabric that I have. So I might not be able to do the style that I have in mind, but I'll work something out. But yeah, isn't this fabric absolutely gorgeous? It's like gorgeous little white daisies with yellow centers. It's so cute. Alrighty. Next up, I really want to tackle the amount of jersey stretch fabrics that I have in my stash. It's getting out of hand. Things weren't that bad, but I was gifted a bunch of fabric from my friend who somehow acquired it. She's not a sewist. And she acquired it somehow and then gave it to me. And there was a whole bunch of jersey and rib stretch, like rib knit stretch, which I initially was like, what am I going to do with this? Like just make like, you know, things with cuffs. But I've had a few ideas after browsing through my stash. And the first thing I want to make is a top using this white ribbed stretch knit. And I'm going to use this vintage pattern. I'm just going to hide the lady's name because it has like a person's name on the top. I don't know why people wrote names on patterns and phone numbers back in the day. Anyway, I picked this up from a thrift store, I don't even know how long ago now, and I want to make this top but with a short capped sleeve. So I don't have any white sort of really nice fitted t-shirts to wear just with nice pants to work. You know when you want to have like a sensible t-shirt, you want to wear a t-shirt to be comfortable, but you want it to be kind of like sensible for the office. That's the kind of vibe. And I think that this sort of fits the bill quite well. So I'm going to make this with a shorter sleeve, and I'm also going to like double side it because this, when it's a single layer, is quite transparent. I don't know if you can see, probably not on the camera, but I'm going to, depending on how, I'm going to have a crack at kind of fully lining it. Like, it's hard to explain. Basically doubling the fabric, sewing it around, and then folding it around the other way. So then all the seams are sort of all encased inside itself, if that makes sense. So I'm going to have a crack at doing that. And I think it will make it really nicely finished. Now, this pattern I thrifted for like, I think it was like 20 cents or something ridiculous from an op shop down in Augusta in Western Australia, which is a country town. They have the best stuff. Anyway, this is a vintage dress pattern. It looks relatively easy. It's a pattern that's designed for jersey and stretch knit fabrics. And I have wanted to make this for quite a while, yet I've not wanted to buy any more jersey fabric because I already have so much in my stash. What I'm going to try and do is make this dress out of this pink jersey stretch, which is once again out of the batch that my friend gave me. Now this is quite thin, it's not that thick, so I'm hoping that it will work, and I'm hoping that I'll have enough. So this one is going to be one of those projects where I might need to lay out the pattern and do some, maybe be creative if it doesn't quite fit. Maybe there could be a little bit of patchworking in there, because I do have this pink jersey stretch which I could also somehow incorporate, so it's sort of similar, those two colors maybe. I had a lot of this. I was thinking about making this pattern out of this jersey fabric, but it's just a bit too pale. I think it kind of washes me out a little bit, so we're going to do something else with that, but I'll talk about that in just a sec. But yeah, hopefully I can get this dress out of this fabric, because I think that would be such a cute everyday casual dress to wear out of the stretchy t-shirt fabric, easy to just chuck on, go pick up the kids from school, go food shopping, because look, let's face it, that's pretty much all I do. Anyway, now I just mentioned this fabric. I have so much of this, like, oh my God, probably 3 or 4 meters. It's just nuts. Now I have also had this 1 hour cardigan pattern in my stash for years. Never made it, thrifted it. And I think this and this would be awesome. I would definitely get a lot of wear out of this if it was just like a, you know, lightweight cardigan. I'm always cold. Like literally it's 30 degrees outside and I have this on because it's cold. And I think the lightweight cardi is a really great addition. I do have a couple that are similar, different colors in my wardrobe. Not that I've made them, I've bought them. And they're just getting a bit old and scraggly because it's literally been years and years and years and years that I've been wearing them to death. So I thought, well, I will have a crack at making this 1 hour cardigan with this fabric that was gifted to me. And in addition, I'm also going to make one for my almost 4-year-old out of same fabric, but I'm going to use this sort of cardigan that she's got as a template. This, my firstborn wore, my second child loves it as well, but it is literally falling apart. It's got holes everywhere, it's stained, it's stretched, but it's such a good staple for her to throw on when it's not too cold. Anyway, so I'm going to make a 1 hour cardigan out of that for me, and then a little throw-on cardigan for my youngest daughter as well. Now, lastly, in terms of sewing is some pillowcases. I thrifted these adorable, oh my God, aren't they cute? I have no idea what they are. I think they might be tea towels, but they're really just, they're like a perfect little throw cushion size, and they have this cute little polyester trim. And I'm just gonna make some simple cushions to put in our caravan. Yes, we just got a caravan. It's very exciting. I got 2 of these. I think they were $1 each from a thrift store. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they have cockatoos on them, which is very Australian. So I am going to just do some simple fold flap back cushions. That's not what they're called, but like, I'm just gonna make some simple cushions out of these. I already have the cushion inserts. I got far too excited when I bought these, and I went to Spotlight, I think the same day or the next day, and bought cushion inserts. And I'm going to use these 2 fabrics for the backing. Awesome pink gingham. If I have enough of this, I'll use it in both of them, but something tells me that I won't have enough. So the other one, I will use this sort of striped. And once again, these fabrics from my stash, I didn't buy these. These were given to me. I swear, people just give me fabric, and then I literally just ran out of room. Like, my mum sent me a huge box of fabric the other day to use for her quilt and other fabric as well. And she's just been given another whole massive box that she's going to post to me for my birthday. And I have nowhere to put it. So hence this exercise to make some space. Anyway, there is one more thing that I want to show you that I'm going to commit to making this year. And it is not a sewing item, it is a crochet item. And for those of you who don't know, I like to crochet and knit. And I always have a crochet or knitting project on the go. I literally just finished my last yarn project, let's call it, which was a chunky knitted cardigan. It is my most favorite knitting yarn make ever. It is so cute, it's so chunky, it's so cozy, and I'm in love with it. I love it so much. But I need a new project. So I am going to start another cardigan for myself. I'm going to make a white cardigan to go with this dress because I don't have a white cardigan, and I think the style of dress that I have in mind to make out of this fabric with a cute white, slightly longer cardigan would just look so cute. Yeah, so I pulled out a bunch of random yarn that I had in my stash. Now I have quite a lot of yarn and more than I need. I have color coded all of my yarn. So I just went to my white, pale, cream colored yarn box and I have pulled out a bunch of random yarn. Now when I make my cardigans, I actually don't follow any kind of pattern per se, like specific, pattern that has this many stitches, this blah, blah, blah. I essentially wing it. I have a general idea of how the cardigans should come together and be constructed, and it's a method that really works well for me because sticking to a pattern I actually struggle with, and I find that I disengage from. Whereas if I'm able to be creative with how I'm crocheting and sort of make it work for me with the yarn that I have and adjust the size accordingly, kind of freeballing it, then I really enjoy that style of crocheting. I am planning on doing a video that explains my methodology for how I make a cardigan in any size with any yarn, because that method you can actually knit or crochet with as well. And I will release that soon because I think there's got to be other people out there that are like me that don't really want to sit and follow a pattern. They kind of want the general idea and then wing it. Please let me know in the comments if you're one of those people. Yeah, because surely I'm not the only one that just wants to give stuff a red hot go. Enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration to get stuck into your own fabric stash and make some plans for the rest of this year or even just next week or next month to start chipping away at the stuff that you already have. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see me make any of these items that I shared with you today. It's going to be a wild ride. I really hope that I can smash all of these out before the end of the year. Definitely before the end of the year. Before the end of winter would be ideal. So wish me luck. Now that I've done this video and I've said this, I have literally committed to myself that I'm going to get through these, and I definitely will. Okay, well, that's enough from me. I'm going to go heat my cup of tea up and finish that off, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.